Hi, I'm Whitney with Babe Hair Extensions, and I'm going to show you the Keratin Fusion Hair Extensions. This is a great method for all types of hair. It's especially great for finer hair clients because the bond hides really well in their hair. So what you have when you do the keratin extensions is you have a keratin protein bond right here. And what I typically do is I split this in half right down the center and turn it into 2 extensions because this is a little bit bigger than what you want for regular hair extensions. It's a little too big. But if you do have a thicker hair client, then it is great for them. So what I do is I just cut it in half so that way it's this big instead. So when you do these hair extensions, you're going to start at the nape of the neck. And you want to make sure that you part down your hair and you leave enough hair so that your client can wear her hair up in a ponytail. And that's how you want to start. And when you first start, you want to make sure that your first 2 rows, so this row and then the row you do right on top, is really thick and really close together because that's going to be your base for hair extensions. That's going to help it look the very best that it can. So with the Babe hair extensions, you do get a protector strip and it looks like this. And you can either place it on the head and use it from there to put in your extensions, or you can cut it into smaller pieces if that's a little bit better for you. I usually like to cut mine in smaller pieces, about this big. It's a little bit easier that way. That way I can mold it to the head a little bit better. So what you're going to first start with these extensions is you're going to start at the nape of the neck, like I said earlier. And I personally like to part my partings with a clip. You can use a weave comb if you prefer that, or your fingers, whichever you prefer. And when you're making your parting, you want to make sure that it's going to be the same density as your hair extension. If you do too much, then it's going to pull the hairs in and create a little bit of breakage. And if you do too little, they're going to fall out because they don't have hair to grab onto. So I'm going to take my section. And typically I would start over here, but I would make sure and be cautious about her hairline so that way when I pull it up back, the extensions won't show. But I'm just going to show you one in the middle here so you can see it a little bit better. So I'm just going to take my section just like that. Then I'm going to grab my protector strip. You can either use a protector strip or we also have protector discs as well. Whatever you prefer will work better. I like the protector strip a little bit better. So you're just going to stick the hair into your strip. And when you put the strip on, you want to make sure that you're not putting it too high where the hair is going to poke up like this, or too low where you're going to have too much regrowth. You want it just enough that the hair just lays flat to the head. So you're just going to place it there, and then you're going to clip it into place just like that. Then you'll grab your extension and you're going to place it underneath the hair strand just like this, and you'll grab your hot tool or your hot iron and just melt that bond. Just like that. Then you're going to grab your fingers and just roll it tight. And you want to make sure that you're getting it closed at the top and at the bottom of the extension so that way moisture can't get into the extension and ruin the bond. So you're just going to place it just like that. And then when you place it, these holes are great because they will tell you exactly where to put your next piece. So I know that my next piece should go right there. But if you are doing a little bit something more for volume or just a little bit of thickness, you can do them a little bit more spread apart. So then you just take your strip out just like that, and it lays really nice. And the great thing about these extensions is the bond is the same color as the hair, so you can't see it. So now to take these extensions out, you're just going to take your bond And you're going to put a little bit of the remover on there. Let it soak for just a few minutes. And you want to grab your tool, and you're going to make sure that you put it all the way to the end of the tool rather than doing it at the front of the tool, because that will put a lot more pressure onto the extension. So then you're just going to clamp it down, just like this. And just clamp it a few times, and then you're just able to pull it out, just like that. Really simple, really easy. And the great thing about the keratin bond is it's not gonna leave a gummy residue on your client's hair. It's really nice. So when you place these extensions, like I said, you're gonna start at the nape, and you're gonna do your first 2 rows really thick to the head. Then you're just gonna follow your horizontal lines all the way up the head, just like this. But then when you get to the ears, you're gonna start taking your sections right above the ear, but you wanna make sure you're leaving enough hair out to cover the extension. And then you're gonna follow it all the way around the head from temporal to temporal. So you'll follow it all the way around, just like that. So if you guys have any questions, please refer to our Babe hair extension guide that you have in your salon. Thank you so much for watching.